as quick as you might think. And so welcome everybody. Wow. Welcome everybody to Midday Meditation. Thursday, February 8th, 2024. Sponsored by Bet Aleph. I'll be leading today in the next two sessions while the rabbi's on retreat. It's good to see everybody. Welcome from wherever you're coming from, our Zoom room, the Bet Aleph app, and all the many other online streaming apps. So welcome everybody to take a good relaxed meditation posture to begin, feeling well supported in your chair or cushion, feet on the floor, hands perhaps palm down on your lap, thighs, good head and shoulders. Lips can be closed or slightly parted. And let us welcome in the energy of shalom, peace, wholeness, harmony. And feel free to join me in a threefold shalom chant. Shalom. 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 And so we let our breathing return to normal if we've chanted. Not needing to alter our breath in any way. Our body knows the best way to breathe. We don't need to override that. Just relaxing. Relaxing in a good posture. Relaxing with our breath. Letting it go out. Out breath is a breath of relaxation. In breath is a breath of energizing. Relaxing our mind as well. Not fussing too much about our state of mind. Not worrying about thoughts coming and going. The rabbi has his style of leading the meditation. My style is slightly different, mostly the same, but I consider our thinking process to be utterly normal, utterly natural, nothing to struggle about. We need to accept our thoughts while maintaining a light touch of awareness. We are here in this moment. We are here in this location. This is the now. We breathe in and out. The breath anchors us to the now. But when we recognize we've been caught up in a long string of thoughts, we gently come back to our breath. No judgment. Not better, not worse. There is only one mind. It encompasses all our mental activity, our awareness, our thoughts, and our mindfulness on coming back to the breath. Sometimes that long breath out is just the thing we need. It's just the moment of relaxing. We take this special 30 minutes, strike a new pattern of accepting, pattern of relaxing. We're not going anywhere. We're not getting anywhere. Because we're already here. We're already here in the present moment. We're already aware. And then we come back to the breath. The mindfulness is what we do, placing our mind on the breath, being with the breath as it goes out, being with the breath as it comes in. We are minding the breath. That is our activity. But when we get carried away, our thoughts and feelings, it is our awareness that comes to the rescue, that sees what's going on and allows us to come back to the breath. And that awareness, that is the mystical moment. We don't control it. We don't influence it. but it is here with us all the time. In the spaciousness of meditation, we can allow our awareness to come to the forefront. To remind us where we're heading for in our meditation, which is back to the breath. But the mystical aspect, the miracle, is that our awareness is with us all the time. We don't have to do anything. And in fact, we cannot do anything to strengthen it, to make it better. All superfluous. We're just here with it. And at various moments throughout the day, we recognize something. And that recognition is our awareness. Recognize where we are. This summer we'll walk outdoors, we might recognize the beautiful flower our neighbor has grown. We go out into the woods, we recognize the bird, the tree, the flower, the plant. This is the everyday miracle that we take for granted. And so we come back to the breath again, following the breath out, following the breath in. Our mindfulness of breathing is a technique. It allows us to anchor ourselves in the present moment. But when we are done meditating, we give up the technique. We can allow our awareness to come to the forefront. Our awareness helps us see clearly, confidently. We know what we're doing. There is no special diet we need to eat, no medicine we need to take for our awareness to function. At nighttime, our awareness emerges in dreams. In the daytime, it can be an aha moment, big or small. So let us give space by following our breath and then gently returning to it when our mind has carried us away. And so we gently come back from our meditation, coming back to the rest of our daily life. Maybe taking a deep breath or two. A small stretch if that's helpful. And let us end our meditation as we began the threefold Shalom chant. Shalom. 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 Moda Ani. Thank you everyone for coming.
Thank
Darling,
you.
thank you for leading us.
Thank you.
Toda rabah.
Thank you. Have a good rest of the day.
Thank you, everybody. See you
Well done.
tomorrow.
Alan, Modani.
Thank you, Alan.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Ellen.
Thank you, Alan.
Thank you,
Modani.
Madani.
Patty Morris. Can you stay on for a minute?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi there.
How are you?
Good.
Nice meditation.
Thank you. All right, I wanted to just check in on the book club.
Oh, it went well. Everybody liked the book except Kate,
Right.
and we had an interesting discussion.
I asked Kate to present a little note of my own.
Oh, she did.
Okay.
It was very interesting. But I don't know if I understood all of it. I mean, she read it and somehow it was good. It sounded very interesting what you said. Do you want to tell me what you said?
Well, I was just sort of noting the kind of characterization of Rebecca, you know, that she was kind of this mystical teacher,
Like an oracle.
like an oracle, right? She could predict, she could see how people would end up. Kind of reminded me of some of the Tibetan gurus, you know.
That's interesting.
They have their followers who dress in a certain way. She has her abilities. She's unconventional. She doesn't respond to praise or blame. She doesn't give people a lot of praise or blame. She cuts people off who she thinks have violated the lineage. You know, she was very upset, that woman who threw away the practices and the lineage. It was an interesting characterization, you know.
Yeah, I'm glad you raised that. My daughter read the book, and we were talking about it. And the author had been criticized for portraying the Israelite men, Jacob and Joseph, in what was what some critics call a negative light.
Ah.
And my daughter was saying she felt, well, no, one of us. I thought that Rebecca was painted in a negative light too. But my daughter kind of said a little bit of what you said.
Okay,
So that's actually good to hear. So that I like that, because that's another that's a broader perspective of her. So I'm glad you raised that.
good, good. Oh, good, good. I'm glad to hear the echo and similar point of view. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
because I was saying to my daughter, Rebecca was kind of a, you know, sort of an angry, hostile person, but when you look at her that way, she's not. So I think that I like that perspective.
Good, good. And so next month, trying to find my little special list
We're
of,
doing Chaim Potok's book,
oh, okay.
something with light.
Oh.
I actually started it, and I don't even know the title. Is anyone else there?
No, it's just, I just decided.
Okay. Um.
I'll look it up. I think I can find it easily.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You'll definitely. It's the title with the light in it. It's about a young man who I just started it, so I'm not really
That's
sure
fine.
what it's about, but it looks like it's going to be
That'd be good.
interesting.
Good.
So,
Good.
what did you think of the book overall?
Well, it is an older book. I read it, more when it came out. It was kind of an exciting thing. The recasting the whole narrative, from the woman's point of view, I thought was kind of brilliant. And now it's not quite as potent anymore in the second reading all these years later, but it's still good. I thought it was
Right.
good, and it kind of brought a realism, the pagan ways of life were integrated, it wasn't such a total break, from the woman's point of view, the gods and the rituals. I like that. I thought that was good.
Do you
Point.
feel it was integrated into monotheism?
Well, whatever it was that the Jews were doing, it wasn't monotheism. I don't know, but yeah, it was. It showed how things progress slowly. Things don't just turn on a dime. I don't think.
Right.
So,
Yeah,
your thing.
but for a while, the female influence wasn't there, and Judaism, and I think the Shekinah and some of the Kabbalistic tradition, brings back
Right.
a bit of a feminine perspective.
That's right. That's right. A little more balance. Yeah, yin and yang kind of thing. So
Right.
good. Well, that's great to hear. I had to miss it, but I do look forward to next month. So
Were you at a concert?
Yeah, I went to a jazz concert fundraiser on a Monday night. The man who kind of started the tradition of high quality high school jazz bands in Seattle, Clarence Acox, was being honored. He had a tremendous influence. And he also started the Seattle Repertory Jazz Orchestra, and he started Jazz Ed. His A band won the Ellington Prize in New York City several years in a row.
Wow.
Brought a lot of recognition. And then some of the other jazz bands here started to win as well. That became a whole thing.
Oh, wow. That is so cool. I love jazz.
Yeah. So
are you a jazz fan?
A bit, not as much as some. My daughter was in the B band. She played sax in high school.
Oh, cool.
And so, of course, we went to those concerts, and it was a lot of fun. And I told her, I realized one reason these high school bands are so good is, that's one of the few times in life where you can you can order people to show up and rehearse 5 times a week.
Yeah.
You know, you have an adult band. How often can people get off of work and spend the time rehearsing? You know, it's much more of a commitment. So I really, you know, I see why these young people do such a great job, and it was a lot of fun.
Oh, that's great. Does your daughter still play?
I don't think so. She has faithfully carried her saxophone from one place to the other. But now she's back in Seattle and she's got a 3-year-old and works part-time. And it's just, I think it's more appreciation than anything.
That's great.
Yeah. All right, Patty, thank you so much.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'm glad
Thank
you
you.
contributed that.
Absolutely. Okay.